I'm Claire Hertzler, and I volunteered to be on the prayer team when a call went out in early 2018 for volunteers to pray for the transition team. And I had been in many prayer groups and just really believe in prayer, so I said, I can do this. I'm not committed on an ongoing basis to anything else right now. And so then Laura and Carol volunteered, and we became the prayer leaders team. We were charged with getting everybody in the church to pray. So that's a tall order. So we began to look around at ways to do that. And the first thing we did was in February 2019, we started the Sunday morning prayer group. And that went online during COVID and has continued. I don't think we've missed a Sunday yet. So we have had different numbers of people come, but the important thing is we have prayed every Sunday for the transition and for many other issues in the church. And we have seen, what we've seen is we've always known that North Avenue was a praying church. We have never believed that we started the idea of praying, but we have been able to see prayer increase. We have seen it become more prominent and brought to the forefront of the church. And we've also seen different ways and implemented different ways and different opportunities for people to pray. So it's exciting to see contemplative prayer coming forth, and there's a growing desire in the church to be in communion personally with God, and that has just been so rewarding.
I became a part of this ministry because of my husband Gene, who was in the hospital in December 2018. He had some serious days, but there was prayer for him. People came over and held hands around the bed in ICU and prayed for him. And I even got prayers over the phone, you know. And I feel like I owe God that, and I owe North Avenue that, for people who prayed for him and prayed for me too.
Yes, I was also called into this ministry around the same time and through the transitions. And but I wanted to speak about what I discovered is my real motivation, and that is that Claire and I realized that we were there mainly because of our profound gratitude for those spiritual giants who had been praying before us. And for many, many years, the prayer team was in existence. They met every Wednesday night. They were sacrificial giving of their time. They were accountable. They prayed selflessly for all the needs of the church. And we had high regard for them and loved them very much. I experienced this personally when I was diagnosed in 1996 with breast cancer. And of course, I called the elders, the group, to pray for me. And as they were praying and laying on hands, I looked up and I saw the face of the elder, and he was full of tears rolling down his cheeks. And I knew that I had seen a glimpse of the face of Jesus and his compassion for me. He heals all of our diseases, and he redeems our lives from destruction. So I really count it joy to be a part of this ministry. And I pray that, as in 2 Corinthians 2:14, we learn that it is Christ who always leads us in triumphal procession. I believe that's generation after generation.
We have prayed for the transition, and we have prayed in a senior minister and an interim minister and a minister to the young adults. Now we're in transition again, and we're praying for an interim pastor and a senior minister. And we also realized in the beginning and throughout that the congregation needed to be prayed for also, that we have to be ready for what God is doing. And we always came back to the verse that I go to when I am going through change and I don't know the answers. I go to Isaiah 43:19. Don't think about the past. Behold, I'm doing something new. Don't you see it? And we over and over have prayed that we, the congregation, and also the transition teams, would be waiting and watching and open and available to God to see what He is doing and not what we desire necessarily.